She like being downtown. Oh shit. Hold on.
So you just owned up her?
Trust assets placed into the trust are. What's you're on mute, bro? You're on mute.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
hey,
what's
what's
going
going
on,
on?
family?
Shalom.
What's going on, man? So how you doing?
Uno momento.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I know you got some background, some background. We gonna get it through though. We gonna get through it. Yeah. So tonight's class, we're doing it's just a little something, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started.
Started. Shabbat shalom.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
we
gonna
just
wait
gonna
for
wait
it
for
to
it
flip
to
one.
flip one.
Just
Just
waiting
one
for it
off.
to flip it.
One also. How's everybody doing?
Uh,
That's right. Shah Shabbat and Happy New Moon.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Happy New Moon. Happy
Happy
New
New
Moon.
Moon. Kind of the one. Vodka Judah.
Did they
They
get
get
everybody
everybody
here?
here.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, Aria. Hey, I hear a little echo. So when I grab a scripture, unmute yourself though, because I hear an echo. Wait, hey, I'm gonna keep you on mute. Hey, can y'all hear me now though? Because I know when. Hey, can y'all hear me now clearly? Put a one in the chat if I have a if y'all can hear me clearly. If there's an echo, put a two. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, okay, cool. So the brother's gonna have to just stay on mute, and then when I have him read, then hey, Aria, just stay on mute, and then when I have you read, you know what I'm saying, unmute yourself. Or you know what? Hold on.
I'm good. I fixed the problem. I fixed the
Oh,
problem.
okay, you fix a problem. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, I don't hear nothing no more. Okay, cool. Yeah, But anyway, we in the season of birth pains right now. I know we had a lot of things going on in the world. As always. Um, and it just reminds us that we gotta draw closer to the Most High, as Yahweh Shai, uh, you know, uh, really the Most High contemplates on the return of His Son Yahweh Shai, who we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who we call Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. Um, Tonight we're just gonna go through a little something, man. Just in the spirit. Um, I got a little something. So we will get started. If you got the King James, you can read along. I'm not going to do so much of the Apocrypha tonight. If you don't have a King James Bible or uh, the international version or whatnot, you could easily go on your phone, download the app, or you could follow along um, I know I'm going to copy and paste them in here. So that's what we've been doing. So we'll continue to do that. Sometimes I don't like that because it floods the chat, but at the same time, we make it work. Um, so just to start, we got to come back to this word, right? This is our book. They know it's our book. We just don't know. We like to make up all these excuses. I know you've heard them all before. That's the white man's book and all this. If it's the white man's book, then why is it telling his demise in this book? Why would he write about his own demise? We know he's suicidal, but he ain't that suicidal. Okay. Okay, so everybody's good. Okay, great. Yeah, man. So we gotta come back to this word. Come back to this word. Yeah, and people are waking up. It's correct, Princess. People are waking up, and it's a beautiful thing. Our labor is not going to go in vain. It will never go in vain. It's just like it's like when the sun rises. It don't just rise, immediately, and it's just up in the sky. It takes its time, man. The rays come out slowly, then the night fades away. Right. And that's how our faith's got to be. And that's how, he's waking up his people very slowly but surely, especially in these dark times, because they are very dark. Our people are doing some real crazy things, craziness. It's getting a little bit too. I know we do what's going on in the world, but we could do a what's going on in the world every Friday. We could be on part 10 right now because there's just so many things, and I don't feel like sharing my screen with y'all and just showing you the crazy things that I've seen. I know that y'all see crazy things. So, anyway, we're knee deep in Babylon, right? Issues we have here that aren't just physical, they're spiritual. It's not just about you and me. It's about you and the Most High. Something's missing with our people, right? And some of us know that. But when I look at our people, we're missing the Most High. We're missing our power. It's high time to wake up out of this slumber and figure out why we're waking up so empty, why our relationships are so fruitless, why we're so vain, and why we just on that collision with just misery and loneliness and guilt, because we lack that spiritualness, it's a gift and a curse being in America, being in Babylon. At one end, the dollar that we do make, it stretches in other countries, right? We're deemed rich in other places. But at the same token, here we get treated like nothing, and we don't get a lot of opportunities to make the dollar, right? And the dollar is really, is off of free labor anyway. Our people made it how powerful it is, because it's 400 years. There's only a couple of other nations that did the same thing. One of them is Britain or London or UK or whatever you want to call it, with that free labor. So they wouldn't be nothing without us anyway. It's hard for them to swallow that pill, but it's the truth, right? But yeah, so when I look at our people, we're missing the Most High. And then the other aspect, powerful men and women of other nations, their religious leaders, their intellectuals, they know who we are. The people that pose as us, the so-called small hats, they know who we are. We could, video upon video, the ADL or the Anti-Defamation League filled with those people. They know who we are as well. And there's going to be efforts, to try to suppress the word. I don't know if they're going to be so successful, but a famine will come eventually. They're going to try to shut this thing out. Because I don't know if they can handle another outburst of a famous celebrity that wakes up the masses for a couple weeks, let alone a couple seconds, right? But we still, and a majority of us still don't know. I know it's not going to take a majority of us to know that we're the lost tribes, that we're of the 12 tribes of Jacob. I know it's not going to take that many people, but at the same time, there's still a lot of people that need to get this word out so we can get this thing going. But yeah, it's time to wake up. So everybody knows who we are, except for us, right? So let's get a basic scripture. Let's get Isaiah 1 and 3, and I'll post that in the chat. Let me get my. But yeah, get Isaiah 1 and 3.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. My people do not consider.
Right. So we don't consider it. It's just like, why don't we know? Why don't we consider, man? Because we knee deep in this thing, That's one of the curses of being here, is that, yeah, you can come up and you yourself can have a personal gain. You can get your little reparations, right? But then, you kind of lose yourself in those material things, and that's why you don't consider it, because there's so much to get in this world materially. So why do you want to go back and dive into history to find out who you are when you're driving a nice car and you live in a nice home and you have you got everything going for yourself, in this world, so, that's one of the reasons why our people don't consider, and because of the curses, right? We can get let's get one real quick. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. Actually, we can get a Hosea too as well. Let's see.
I don't want. Which one am I grabbing? Hosea or Deuteronomy?
Yeah. Let's get a Hosea. You know what I want.
You got another one?
Okay, come.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of God. I will also forget thy children.
Right. So, we are destroyed, man, physically and mentally, because of our forefathers in the past, right? Just like, right now, I like to, circle things and make them connect, just right now. Because of, our fathers, as far as our family goes, a lot of them have been absent, right? So it's up to us as young men to kind of, make up for that and to be there in our children's lives, depending on the circumstances, or do the best we can, and be there, to kind of fill that gap. I know sometimes it's harder to do. I know that, that Jezebel spirit is alive and well sometimes, and sometimes we have our own little spirit too that kind of breaks up the family, but we got to take it upon ourselves to make up for what our forefathers have done. Just like we got to take it upon ourselves to make up for what our immediate fathers have done too, right? Which is a curse too, the men was going to leave their families, right? Single mother households is a biblical thing, it's a curse because we didn't listen, right? So that's what it is. But here's a little reminder that this word is for you, right? Let me get Acts 13 and 26. Acts 13 and 26, man, because this thing is for you. If you know that you're Israel, plenty of videos that we have done in the past, that show you that you are Israel through the curses. Nobody fits the curses. Right. Yeah. And that's that's why I said that though, too, because you know how it works. Like I had seen a video before you get that. I had seen this little video, and it was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was just like I had seen. It was like a child support custody, and there was like four. There was a white judge, right, and then four Edomite women too. Four white women too, and they had basically it was 5 women against 1 man, and they was all smirking and just out to get him, and it was just like, damn, that is so wicked. That is so wicked, like, and it's just, sometimes, and I thought to myself, like, damn, like it's really, they really sicken the system on us, it's almost like, equivalent to calling the police on your own family member, while that something's in the house that shouldn't be in there. It's almost crazy how we try to destroy our own families, so the whole family thing, the whole family dynamic is difficult because these laws aren't to benefit us. They're to destroy us. And the funny thing is that I don't think they're going to change, but even they know that it's bad for business. So it might change, just like that abortion changed, because they want to get their numbers back up. The divorce laws may change. They may not, but they may change too, because they're not. I mean, a lot of them, like, they get married and have children and stuff like that. So, it might change to better them, but things that might better them may better us too as well. Because I know that the things that they set in place destroy us. Self-sabotage is absolutely right too. A lot of times we can't, like, if I meet a good woman or something like that, I just do her bogus, throw her away, self-sabotage, right? Then all of a sudden I meet somebody that's that want me for the wrong reason, operating with demons and whatnot that I'm not aware about. All of a sudden I'm somewhere in the jail cell somewhere, or I'm somewhere, getting my wages garnished. You know what I'm saying? So it's wild out here. But yeah, you just got to be careful. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, sister? Sister Brittany? How y'all doing today? Yeah, but read what you got though. Acts 13 and 26, brother. Put it in the chat.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whatsoever among you feareth God, to you is the word of his salvation sent.
Read it again. To you what?
Acts chapter 13, verse 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. And whosoever among you feareth God, to you is the word of this salvation sent.
Right. So he wasn't talking about everybody. He was talking about the children of the stock of Abraham. And he said, whosoever among you, okay? Because it only be like they had that whosoever, like, it's for everybody now, but it's not, right? It's not. It's not for everybody. And we can get that in Psalms 119 too. But we always get that one. I know, let's go ahead and get it too. I know people is new. I be forgetting that. You know, shoot, I might. I mean, I don't really forget this one though. But there's plenty that I forget that I should go over too, because we all still learning. We all still growing.
Check the chat.
Okay, hold on 1 second, bro. Oh, it's 147. 147 and 19. Sorry, it's a lot. Yeah, man, because this is our book, man, and the word is for us. The word's for us, right? But we forgot that. So that's why you see everybody that's new that's been chiming in, the thing that you see on the social medias and on the Instagrams and the YouTubes and all that dysfunction. That's because we're missing something, right? We're missing something, man. And this something is this word. It teaches us to be humble. It teaches us good values, good morals. And I know that, as far as the sisters go, I mean, you want power, right? You want to be with a man with power. Well, a man that's in favor with the Most High has got all the power in the world, right? So, I mean, we got to start thinking like that, because this money in this system is falling. They're trying to cash this whole thing out, these little politicians and everything like that. And there's going to be men and women that look like me and you that are playing blackface. There's going to be more hires. There's going to be a first African American this and a first African American that. And, they're just a bunch of sellouts, right? So we shouldn't get too happy with the symbolism, because they're still not for you. The Heavenly Father, Most High, is for you, right? These scriptures is for you, and this law was for you to succeed. I know that we've fallen, so now we got to use it to endure. This isn't a popularity contest. It's a test of stamina. So, I mean, and the race has already begun. So, I mean, no matter where you're at in this race, don't be worried about the people that are ahead of you. You're going to be okay. Just take one step at a time. You take baby steps in this thing. Some of us are going to fall. Some of our shoelaces are going to get untied, right? But a righteous man, he stands up after he falls down 7 times. You know what I'm saying? So 7 meaning the time of completion. 7 is the number of completion. So there might be times where you and me and everybody on the chat feel down. There might be times when we might snap on somebody, snap on a family member, do something crazy to our loved ones in a relationship. But as long as we come back with a good heart, repent, and try to amend these relationships, we're gonna be okay. And whatever else you got going on, this whole thing, man, this whole Israelite thing, it's a very real thing, man. our people were very real people for the most part, and we're very interpersonal, right? We deal with people, we deal with issues. We don't hide away from things. You know, if you got a record, that's cool. You know, if you got a past, that's cool. Just don't do that. Don't just work on yourself, right? You know, that's the one thing about our people is, you know, we gotta be more forgiving. We used to be that way when we knew who our enemies was. When they used to say whites only, blacks only in them damn stores and in them restaurants, we knew what time it was and we were more forgiving. But now that those signs have come down, you know, and you know, we just haven't been the same, you know. It's more challenging now. Especially because the Most High is kind of blessing you a little bit in this kingdom with some things here and there, you know. Credit's a little bit good, right? And all those types of things. So you kind of get into your head, right? But at the same time, you know, we still need the Most High. We still need the Most High because that could go all the way. And it will go all the way. It's going to go all the way like that, right? And we just got to build ourselves up in the spirit because when it all falls down, it's going to be hell here in America. This is ground zero. It's just ain't that time yet. So we just got to be ready and be prepared and meet people right with the same common faith. But anyway, I'm going on. Give me 147. Psalms 147. I'll post it in the chat too.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Unto who?
Israel.
Unto who?
Israel.
That's right, man. You only gotta say it 3 times. It's always on his time, man. 3 times. 3 times for the one time, man. 3 times for the one time. Here we go. Chat, just in case you can't get it. I got it. Yeah, man. So on to Israel. And even if that ain't you and me, it's only one nation. Regardless, it ain't everybody. Right. That's right, man. It's Israel. Israel, man. We gotta be happy about that. We sad because we dealing with the curses, but we should be happy that there's a way up out of it. Should be exuberant. Should be excited, man. To know that you got a God above you that loves you. And you got a God above you that gonna punish you too. You know, he ain't gonna play with you. And sometimes, you know, I take it for granted. I know a lot of people take it for granted too, but you know, as long as we, you know, try to do what's right day in and day out, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. You know. And this is the one reason why we know we gotta go out and teach. Give me James 5:20. The scripture that we're about to bring out, you know, this is why we go out and teach. We hold classes, giving back, having some little charitable events. I know me and the brother Yabatas, I was working on some things like that. You know, once the alms get right, you know, giving back and being more charitable and things like that for the community. You know, because there's more than one way to give back to as well. There's a lot of things that we could do to give back. So, but this is what we do. You know, because it definitely covers a multitude of sins, man. Because we're all kind of bloody right now. Our shirts are a little bloody. So, whatever you could do to uplift your brothers and your sisters and to tell them, you know, about this word, man. Sharing the video. Same effect. Sharing the video, you know, telling them about the scripture right now. Psalms 147:19. Hey, sis. Hey, bro. Look at this. What you think about this? You know, you doing the work. You doing the work too. You know, you just don't got to look at us and, you know, like, oh man, they got the spirit on them. No, you got the spirit on you too. So you can go out and do your thing too, just like everybody else. But anyway, James 5:20.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 20. Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death, and shall hide in a multitude of sin.
Right. So it's gonna so he or whoever turns a sinner, right? And what is sin, right? Sin is the transgression of the law, right? And the laws are the law, statutes, and commandments that your pastor and my pastor used to say were done away with, but we're not, right? And what's the penalty for the transgression of sin is death. Now, obviously, we're not going to die right now because we got grace, but it doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? Um, so we all got our little timetable with the Most High. You know, we took them off too much. We might meet him. You know, so well, we definitely go out there, and that's why I say, man, I'm in debt to the Most High. You know, I'm in debt to the Most High because I have a multitude of sins, right? Just like everybody else. So if I can do my part, you know, to pay off my debt, then I'll definitely pay off my debt. You know, that's why I always keep that in mind too. That's why when I found the scripture, I definitely wanted to bring that out because um, we're all kind of in debt to the Most High. So I mean, we definitely want to cover up and blot out our sins and make them clean, just like we want to blot out our credit, right? We want to get that credit repaired. We want to repair that credit. Well, we got spiritual credit that we got to clean up too, right? So for everybody that's looking for these requirements for a good man or a good woman, right? You know, we got to look at that other credit score, right? That credit score with the Most High. Are you at a 700 or are you at a 530, right? So little things like that. Let's bring out what was that? Romans 9:4. Juana, that you had said. Yeah, con. You could do that. Definitely. It's a little Paul for you. Yeah, we need to work off our sins. That's what's right. That's what's right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4.
Come.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises.
Right. So it said, the brother Paul said, who are the Israelites, right? He didn't say who are fill in the blank for a nation that you want to save. He said, who are the Israelites, man? So, and we can go deep into this, but we'll get lost into it. But that was just an excellent scripture brought out by the sister. You know, it's got us just stamped. As long as you know truly, you know, and we could do that in another class, just like we do in every class almost, once you know truly that you are Israel, right, then you can really start to believe it, and then you really start to adhere to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and to the writings of Paul, and to the chapters and the verses and all of the books of the Bible, right? But you got to truly know. You got to truly know. You can't be kind of iffy about it, or else you're just gonna, see your way out of this thing, right? You got to truly know. And the best way to know is that the curses are going to be the guideline to all of this. Right? All right. So Um, the Most High will get the increase, right? So when you go out and teach, when you go out and you share the videos, when you go out and have your little precepts that you want to tell somebody, maybe your family, maybe you know, your significant other, the Most High is going to get the increase for your effort, and your works aren't going to go in vain. Um, and like I said, I see. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 59. I see and I continually see the curses on our people. Right, like I said in the intro, they get more and more extreme. And I'm sure that all you heard something this weekend that shocked you, that made you shook your head. But you also have to look at it as a sign that you have to build up a connection, right? You got to build up a connection, right? Like, oh snap, I see, I'm seeing this and I'm seeing this in the neighborhood. My sister, my brother's into this. It's like, dang, it's adding up with the curses. Build that connection with the Most High through prayer, right? On a good day, on a bad day, whenever you can start reaching out to the Most High, please do, because He's waiting there for you. But anyway, go ahead and get Deuteronomy 28, verse 59.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy. Salaki about my background in the year.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 59. Then the Lord shall make thy plagues wonderful, the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance.
Right. So basically, we could do this with other verses, but at the same time, I mean, He's going to make our plagues so, astonishing. They're just going to be just out there. I know you heard the stories. I've heard some crazy stuff, and it's just like, wow. Black people, right? The other nations, right, are just like, wow. It's like, what are these people doing, right? And generation from generation, right? It gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse, as it always does, right? Because we keep getting younger doing it, and we keep getting younger doing it. You understand? Right. Hold on, let's see. What she said, people be digging my fringes and my head wraps. People know that the old me are kind of shot. Okay, cool. Yo, hey, let me tell you. Hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. This is what my mom got me though. This is a blessing right here. Hold on, 1 second. All right. So she had seen this at the store, right? And she had said, "I got something for you," and then she had gave me this joint. And I was like, oh, snap. It got the little fringes on it.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High, right? She got me a little shirt. She got me another one, too. And it's black, too. Right? AOC colors. So that's what's up, So, it just goes to show you that, when you stay diligent, even if you got friction with your friends or your family, man, sometimes they come around. All you got to do is just kind of stay rooted and grounded in this thing. And if you tend to fall off or go off track, get back on track and, don't let them see you when you're weak, and just kind of be that light. I mean, sometimes it's hard to be the rock, sometimes it's hard to be the light because sometimes your light kind of wavers a little bit. Sometimes the light kind of goes out, But you just got to remember to turn that thing back on when the people around you, because the people that are around you that know that you're Israel, man, they really looking up to you. So you want to make sure that you're almost like a role model in a way. So you want to make sure that you represent and present yourself the best you can, and to stay strong for your family and your friends because they need you to. Just like the brothers, here in the camp need me to be at my best, so I can come out and produce, Um, me and the brother Aria, we gotta be on point so we could, can continue to grind, man, and the show improve. Yeah, but that was beautiful though. That was beautiful. That was beautiful that she had did that though. We should I don't seem to be coming around. Yeah, it'd be like that though. I don't know. It's still mine isn't a work in progress. Well, let's get to the chat real quick before we continue. Yo, Shalom, Shalom, original Jew. He already is. I know that's right. What he said, the Murray plantation contacted me years ago. That's when my Bads people came straight from the plantation. How they got my address is a mystery. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. I was in a bad situation. I'm not gonna really go all up into it, but at the same time, there was a plantation in Jackson, Mississippi, like Bemis Plantation, and I just got really weird vibes from that place. It was just very strange, man. Like, I don't know. The people around there, everything around there was just very weird. It was just, man, if you ever been to one of them plantations, or it's just a weird vibe, man. Something that you can't really put your foot on, though. But that's very strange. It's very strange stuff. Yeah, I mean, calm, man. That shirt's beautiful, man. I think she got me another one too, man. But this shirt's beautiful, man. All praises, man. So that's beautiful. Oh, Baka, that's fire. Oh, you got your mom off the pig, though. Okay, cool. Con. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, there's one in Alpine. Shape all praise to the Most High. Yo, Con Auto Judah Auto Sales. What's going on, brother? There's one in Alpine, Texas. I don't know, man. Like, I be getting weirded out. I don't know whether to do something stupid, or just to walk away and just shake my head. When I was out in Tennessee, man, I was just not liking it. I like Memphis more than like the country areas, though. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, for real? Yeah, that must have hit deep. That must have hit real deep, especially in Alabama. Oh man, what's funny, man? Well, it's not funny, but I have brothers, man, on my football team around 2012, 2013. That's when that movie Django came out. The main story was in Greenville, Mississippi, and none of them brothers wanted to see it. They didn't want you to talk about it or nothing. They looked at you like you was just, you know what I'm saying? Like you was like this small if you had said something to it. And I felt it though too. Now we went home and we watched it. Yes, we did. We watched it a whole bunch of times because we had no cable. But so we definitely watched it. But if there was a brother on my team from Mississippi that came over, now we put that thing up because it was that serious, man. Like it's still serious down there, right? And being from up north, I ain't really know how serious it was. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Confederate state. It's the one thing about the red states, though. Yeah, you can conceal and carry and do all of that, but man, if you get in trouble, you locked up for like 2 weeks. You're gonna be locked up for like 2 weeks. Just don't even care. Forget about your job that you had. You get in trouble or something like that, boom. It's over with. It's over with. I was raised as Gab, but found out we was Judah when we got in the AOC. Con. And even if, it's in between, the Most High gonna figure it out too. That's why, I believe I'm Judah, Could be something else, Look like a Simeonite, look like a little Dominican. But I got the beard though, right? So I don't know. But for the most part, the Most High gonna all sort it out. The Most High is gonna sort it out. Yeah, in downtown in Birmingham. Yeah, I went downtown Birmingham too, and no sir, no sir. Hey, I'm from up north and I don't really play that. But even though up here they do it in secrecy, out there I felt like it was just like, oh, you really gonna come here? You really gonna come in this McDonald's? You really gonna do that? Like, that's what I was feeling, man. I was about to, I couldn't do it. I would wage the Third World War right there in Alabama, boy. I'm telling you, man. But no, let's get back into it, man. Hey, it's a lot for all the participation, though. Yeah, just as long as we from one of the tribes. As long as we from one of the tribes, we good. We good. But like I said, man, you know, the plagues, the curses, our community right now, man, is just we're just walking Deuteronomy 28. If more people kind of seen it, you know, we'd probably be in a better condition, right? Lady J's, Black Eye View, I like that. Hey, shalom, family, shalom. Oh yeah, you from New? Hey, I'll be bugging out. I would be bugging out. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they used to call me up north. I used to be up north. That's what people used to up north. What up? You know, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on? You know, where you from? Up north. And I just didn't really play with all that. I'm like, why are you calling him boss? Don't call him no damn boss. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Calling him boss, man? You a boss, brother? Don't be calling him boss. I was going through it in Tennessee, boy. I was going through it. Yo, Salib. Oh, snap, my bro. What's going on, bro? What's going on? That was my brother right there, man. I gotta get back in touch with you. Yeah, man. What's going on, brother? Yeah. Remember Autumn? Yeah. At the Passover in Houston. Yo, that was love. I think we got now. Yeah, bro. We was down there deep. That was beautiful. That's what that picture is too. But anyway, hey, but you know, there's nothing wrong with money, right? But you gotta use it. You gotta use it wisely, right? You gotta, you know, not just want to be rich just to be rich, right? You want it to fund something, to help something, to build something, right? You just don't want it because that's gonna bring a whole lot of issues for you, a whole lot of trouble for you. I know when people want money out of these relationships, they're just gonna end with misery. Because that's really what happens, right? That's really what happens anyway, for the most part. Especially when you have something founded on these material things that I see, and then this is all part of the birth pains, man. All part of it, right? You know, we got to find out, you know, what we should really look for in each other, you know, and it's not material, man, it's spiritual. You know, I say this all the time, you know, I'm looking for someone with the Most High in their life, or that will listen and be around someone that has the Most High in their life, that won't reject the word of the Most High, man. Right? I think that's what we should all be wanting. But let's get Luke 6:24. Let's get Luke 6:24. Because the scriptures say that the Bible is our comforter. Right? The Bible is our comfort. The Bible is our comfort. Yes, we are. We're blessed and highly favored, man. You know, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man. These curses are going to shrug away from us soon, right? And some of us have already been reaping some blessings, man. I hope that you're blessed, brother. I hope everything's been going well. It's a lot for the lack of communication, man, but I'll definitely hit you up sometime. You know, I'm whipping now, too. So I'll definitely be able to link up. Go ahead, Doc, if you got it. What is that?
Luke 6:24.
Con.
Luke chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Right, man. You already received your comfort. All of y'all that just think that, you know, this money just gonna make. I want somebody to make this, or you know, she at least gotta have this, and that. man, it's because that's all I see, man. I see rich people and their problems, man. They got so many problems, and it's not money. I see poor people with problems, and it's all money. That's why this thing's funny. I had to rhyme when I said that, but you see what I'm saying though? Rich people have problems, but it's not money. You understand? It is not money. So you're Barack. What are you talking about? Well, what problems will they have? Maybe more than you and I, right? But at least when you're poor, at least the only problem is money. And I think that's a blessing. I think that's a real blessing. If all your problems are just money related, then you a blessed individual. Right. Because that's what it is. SDG, money is a tool. It is a tool. The only reason why I want to get my bread up so we could have a school. The only reason why I want to get my bread up so we could build something for the camp, right? To increase our presence in this Chicagoland area, right? That's pretty much why, Money ain't one. I had problems and money ain't one. Yeah, because listen, man, the Most High gonna increase you anyway. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep diligent to the faith, man. The Most High gonna increase you anyway. That's why it's an oxymoron, because a man in the Most High is eventually gonna find his way into a bag anyway. For the most part. At least it's going to be self-sustained. You're never going to see the ship really sink, That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, so, money ain't everything, right? We have our people out here thinking that money will cure everything and that the great amount of wealth is more desirable than a great relationship with the Heavenly Father. And it all ends the same, right? You chase materials, you do questionable things for them. Your character changes for it. You become empty. But only time will humble you. Why I say time? Because lost time. You're going to look back at your life and you're going to figure out that more things were important than chasing the bag. Let's get 1 Timothy 6:9. Because listen, I know y'all seen, oh my God. I had seen Young Thug. I don't even like calling him that. I wish I knew his government. I don't like that. But I think he was in court and someone had handed off some paraphernalia and some contraband to him in the courtroom. Did y'all see that? Oh man. And what for? What for? It's almost like he was just better off just not even rapping, right? He was better off just not even rapping because once you get rich, you fall into those temptations, right? Especially coming from the background that we come from. Sometimes we're better off without it. So let's get 1 Timothy 6:9. Oh, you're on mute.
Salakia.
No, you're good.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and predation.
Right, man. So oh man, just with him as an example, instead of just laying low and just using money you could use it as a tool, but sometimes it could be a tool for wickedness. And that's what he was doing it for. So now you built your foundation, right? You got your, and everything was kind of gang related and whatnot. And you weren't doing righteous things with the money, man. And the Most High got at you for that. So let that be a lesson for all of us, man. As far as that goes, I mean, if we do find ourselves having an abundance of resources one day, you know, think about the community, you know, uh, the good parts of the community, right? And not, diving into wickedness and wanting to flood the streets with guns and drugs and whatnot. Because that's what brothers was doing, you know, talking about organizing hits over the phone and things like that. And if that's how you're gonna act when you get money, then I mean, uh, it's definitely gonna lead you into ruin and destruction, like the good brother, our ancestor Timothy was talking about. Because if that's what y'all want money for, I mean, I can't, I don't know. I don't want that. Oh, his name is Jeffrey. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Jeffrey because I ain't calling nobody a dang thug. I don't like that. That's an oxymoron, man. That's that damn small hat doing that. You know, calling you something and then all of a sudden you going to jail for it. You know, and that's crazy, man. Yeah, they definitely gave him a Percocet. Like, why you need a Percocet in jail, bro? What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with you, bro? Oh man, like come on, man. Because
They
I
gave
mean,
a Percocet. Oh wow,
man, bro,
that's sad though. That's
it's just a little freaky, man. You're a little too freaky, man. And I'm gonna poke fun at it because I mean, that's dumb, man. We gotta make sure that we use that as an example of what not to do when you have, you know, I guess you could say generational wealth, but he was using it for the wrong things. So now you know, now it's over with. And now it's over with. Um, and they just making a mockery of us, man. Oh yeah, so we don't feel until the night falls. Oh man. Oh man. Hey, it is what it is.
the way that they be doing our people.
Yeah, the way that we be doing our people is crazy, man. I mean, but I mean, listen, man. I know what brothers have to do, and this doesn't just pertain with music. I know that our people are heavily invested and indoctrinated off of the music. That's why I don't understand brothers and sisters that say, "Oh no, it's not the music. It's not the music." Like, no, it is the music, y'all. I mean, there's a reason why these uh these uh these Edomites at their establishment they play country music before it's time to go. There's a reason why they don't like to play all that hardcore stuff throughout the night. There's a reason why, because they know it gets you Negroes wild up and fired up. They know it. So if it's not the music, then why do they do that then? Right. But at the same time, I know sometimes we gotta tap that line and toe that line to get what we need to get. But it doesn't mean that you gotta stay like that. You could flip it on them. But you know. But yeah, man, First Timothy 6:9, man, those who want to get rich, man, they fall into temptation. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been there, you know, I've been there. Um, you could really, I mean, and what can you really tell somebody that's got those Hollywood stars in their eyes, right? What could you tell somebody is lustful with and obsessed with getting the things that they need to get in this world, right? Aren't they really deaf? Aren't they really blind? How can the spirit humble them when the spirit is the word? You know, how could you really pierce through when they're deaf and they're blind when it comes to the pursuit of this bag, right? How can you really help them? Let's give me John 17:17. I'll put it in the chat too. Yeah, man, because we have to hear, we have to listen, because we're disobedient. That's our problem. So if we got, this man's money in our eardrums, we ain't gonna hear nothing. We might as well be deaf, and this word's gonna fall on deaf ears.
I don't want, if you don't mind, can I grab a precept before I read John 17:17?
Of course, brother. Baba Kashaw.
This is, I got the Apocrypha.
Come.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse, where is it? Verse 3. And it reads, riches are not comely for a nigger.
Mm-hmm.
What should an envious man do with his money?
Gone. Now, it was funny because I was gonna bring that out. Both of y'all, you and Issachar Princess. I think she said something about savages. And I was thinking about both of those things. But yes, that's a beautiful precept. Now, a lot of people don't think that means actual people. They say that that's a characteristic of somebody. But it is what it is, and it says what it says. Right? Can you read that one more time?
Kind of the one. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse 3. Riches are not comely for a nigger. And what shall an envious man do with money?
Come. So I mean, in other words, money ain't everything, right? And it's not about, the Most High is more about character anyway, right? The Most High is more about character and more about how you operate as a man, right? Because what did he say to the rich man? He said, you have to sell what you love the most. You have to sell your money to get into heaven. Not because he had riches, but because that's what he leaned on. That was his whole foundation, right? That's what he put his faith in. So he said, get rid of it. If you want to make it, you got to get rid of it because you really into your money. Right? So it's all about character, man. And the sacrifices and having to, do without. Yeah, man. So, I mean, I know that we're living in this day and time where it's, it's pictures, it's a lifestyle, it's glamorous, everything on the social media, it's it seems like it's so attainable, seems like it's so fabulous, but in the thick of things, I mean, like there's World War III on the rise, there's famines, these people are making another disease that they about to drop on us. They buying a farm. They're trying to. What are they trying to do? That I read about. Something with meat. They're trying to put mRNA, like the same vaccine. They're trying to dump that into the meat that we're going to consume. At the Walmarts of the world. So there's some very sinister things going on right now. And the whole money thing and everything like this is all a big circus, a big carnival to keep us distracted. But when the lights go off, it's going to go down. So we just got to stay vigilant, stay spiritual, and build up our connection with the Most High. Let's get Mark 4:19. Oh, you know what? Bring out John. Oh, I'll get John 17 and 17. Get Mark 4:19. Yeah, experience is the best teacher. Definitely. What he said? Someone they're hoping to treat someone else. Yeah, Khan. Oh no, it didn't do what they it didn't kill enough of us. That's what they want to do. As long as Bill Gates is in it, you know it's about us. That man stay trying to do something to them Africans. So John 17:17, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is thy truth. And how can you sanctify someone that's not going to listen, right? That's ignorant to the words of the Most High, right? Because they're blinded by the things of this world, right? So that's why we gotta snap out of it. You gotta snap out of it, man. You gotta snap out because it can all end. It can end right now. The money that I got, the very little money I got in the bank is gonna be nothing. You know, everything, nothing. No more car payment, no more rent, no more nothing. It's just survive, right? It's just survive, you know, and that's what type of time, you know, we gotta be ready to be on. They're gonna be jumping out their windows, out of skyscrapers and everything like that, you know. But we ain't gonna do that. I hope we don't be starting to do that, you know. But you know, we just gotta we've been surviving. We just gotta keep surviving. We gotta have a spiritual aspect to it, so the Most High can lead us out of danger. We must prepare ourselves with seeds in the land so we can grow some of our food. Definitely. And we can't really do that if we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know, if we trying to live this certain lifestyle that we see on the gram and whatnot, you know, we can't really do these things, you know, but that's a good point. Yeah, we definitely got to be self-sufficient, you know. We got to have, you know, survival gear and all types of things to get ready, you know. Whether it sits and collects dust, you can pass it on to your son. How about that? if it's almost time to go and to leave this earth, you can be like, hey, son, take this bag. You might need it one day, you know. And if he don't get to use it, just get to pass it down, right? That's what it's all about. But anyway, give me Mark 4:19.
This is Mark chapter 4 and verse 19. And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it will become unfruitful.
Right. So we'll read it again. I like that.
This is the book of Mark chapter 4 and verse 19. And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches.
The deceitfulness of what?
Riches.
Gone.
And the lust of other things entering in. Choke the word.
They choke the word. And that's it, brother. They choke the word. They choke the word, man. They choke the word. All right. I've been there too, you know. I know a lot of people have probably been there. You know, you want to do the whole famous thing. You're young and everything like that. You ain't trying to hear none of that Bible stuff, right? You ain't trying to hear none of all that, you know. You in the streets with your friends, you know, you ain't trying to hear all of that type of stuff, man. So the affairs of this world and the cares of this word, right? They choke the word up, man. They choke the word up, right? What does it mean? Like you choking the word, right? You choking almost with your hands. You're choking the man or the woman that's speaking to you, right? Because you're not listening.
God.
So if you're not listening, it's almost like you are choking them, but you're choking them with your ears. So that's why I say, you know, aren't people really deaf? And aren't people really blind when all they think about is that abundance? And that's why I said, you know, this class is called Birth Pains, because this is the beginning of that, to kind of filter out of that. You know, I know that there's going to be even more pains to come, but right now, you know, this obsession, this newfound obsession with the money and the lifestyle, I mean, just wait until it's wait until this money and all this stuff starts to go kaput. Then we really gonna be in the trimester or the whatever y'all call it. I'm not very good with all that pregnancy stuff, but we really gonna be in it. We're really gonna be in labor, right? Especially when the society goes down. That's when the real pain's gonna begin. Yeah, man, but that's a powerful verse, man. Love that verse, man. Mark 4:19, man. I'll post it in the chat. Let's see here. Give me 1 John 2:15. Yeah, because it's a tough pill to swallow, man. Because Yahushua, he's not about this world, right? I mean, as we read in Mark, and that's why I paired these two verses together, because Mark is telling you about the cares of this cares of this world, and everything in it. It kind of takes away from the word. And if Yahushua is the word, then he don't care for this world neither. So give me 1 John 2:15, and you can read down to 17 too.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes.
Right. I mean, we can stop right there. I mean, that's what we see. That's what me and Ariana see. That's what celebs see. I know that all of y'all, Issachar, Princess, Wanda, everybody on the chat, Beverly, Brittany, if she's still here with us, Judah, Auto Sales, SDG, everybody, man. Baka Judah, everybody, man. Lady J, everybody. I mean, you see that on the IG. It's the lust of the eyes and the flesh, and just images and there's pictures. You get the little TikToks now of little fashion shows and and all, I don't know, whatever y'all be doing on there. I don't got TikTok, but when I see it, it's crazy. Y'all be doing testimonials and all types of stuff on there. I can't get down with it, but I can barely handle Facebook. But it's just very lusty. Everything's very, very, very lusty, man. And it's just not filled with a lot of substance, though. It's not filled with a lot of substance at all. At the end of the day, I mean, it's not filled with a lot of substance. You got to remember, you always got to charge that battery up anyway, because when the phone dies, all that dies. You right? When the phone dies, all of that dies anyway. So that's not real. It ain't real. But like I said, that's one of the challenges that we have too going out there, because it's going to be a hard pill to swallow, because what's in this world? Christmas is in this world. I was just talking to somebody about Christmas. Ooh, man, that's when you look into when you on the phone, video call, in person, when you look at somebody and you kind of courting them or feeling them out, whether, what I'm saying, if you're trying to get to a relationship or whatnot, and you tell them about the Christmas thing, woo, it's something else, man. It's something else, It's cool. It's cool. Being an Israelite's cool until you get to the Christmas part, right? And then that's when it kind of goes downhill a little bit, right? But that's of this world, right? All of the holidays, man. And it's a hard pill to swallow for most of our people, because they got to put those things down, but it doesn't benefit them. I don't think Christmas benefits me. Now, this Passover that's coming up, I've seen that firsthand benefit me, right? I've seen that benefit me. I knew it was pleasing the Most High to celebrate the Passover, right? And that was a very powerful thing that we did, you know. I know the brother Ariel was there. That was that not, you know what I'm saying, one of the most powerful little experiences that you had, you know, going out and celebrating that Passover and with the lamb and everything and just doing everything, you know what I'm saying?
My first time. I remember my very first time.
Yeah, that was my first time too. And I'll tell you what, that was way better than any Christmas I ever had or Thanksgiving or 4th of July, you know, because I knew that I was pleasing the Most High, man. I know the brother feels the same way too. And when the lamb, you know what I'm saying, met its end, you know, that was a very powerful thing too, you know. I still can feel that in the air when that happened, but I won't get too much into it. Let's see here. Let's go down in that chat. Let's see what's going on. You said whatever y'all call it. God. We you know, we do talk about that. I know we ain't gonna try to do anything on the live, but I mean, you know, it's kind of, you know, we gotta kind of get back into that type of thing. But I'm sure that we'll have some contingencies and everything like that off camera and whatnot. When we kind of gather, you know, when usually we had those discussions when we gather. I know we haven't been doing that as of lately. There's been some other things that's been going on, but yeah, we definitely should have some little plans like that. I know it's gonna go by area, you know, a quote unquote safe spot or whatever. So, but you know, it is what it is. I know that the Most High will kind of find a way, and we'll all find a way to unite if everything should go down before the famine. Look forward to the famine of the world, which we do, or can we do? I mean, you know, as far as that goes, I mean that in that time, I mean it'll be good. I know it's not going to be a lot doable, but you're going to have to probably find somebody, you know, that knows the word, right? I know they have that scripture saying that, you know, there's going to be women like looking for a man of the Most High. There's going to be people in general looking for a man of the Most High, because they're going to know that, you know, he's going to know the way. You know, the Spirit's going to be on him to lead them out of danger. So, yeah, but if there's a family, I mean, that's all we have to study right now too, as well. Let's see here. Let's say it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Con. And that's why, and the reason why that is the same thing where Christ was saying that you got to sell your riches, because a lot of people, they hold themselves, you know, that's their foundation, is money is their foundation. But that's not supposed to be your foundation, though. Let's see what I can get. Yeah, but the money is not supposed to be your foundation, though, man. You know, Yahweh Shai is supposed to be our foundation. He's supposed to be the chief cornerstone, right? Let's see if I can put it in the chat real quick. Okay, and let's see here. Kind of lost what I was gonna say. Hey, give me Mark 13:8. Give me Mark 13:8. You know, because there's a lot of like I said, you know, when we get lost in the proverbial sauce here in America trying to chase this bag. There's things going on, man. There's prophecies going on. You know, there's a lot of prophecies going on, and it's hard to focus on that when we're in the affairs of this world.
I got another one. This is Mark, chapter 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation,
Mm-hmm.
kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows.
Right, man. These are the birth pains, man. These are the beginnings of the sorrows, and that's what we see. You know, and we just live through this. We just basically lived for like the last 2 years. It's been COVID, right? It's been Gog versus Magog or Russia versus Ukraine war. The Euphrates is drying out. You got, you see a covenant forming between China and Russia. What is Matthew? Let's see here. Let's get Matthew's 24 and let's go through that too. So these are the things, we got to have a spiritual eye too as well. We can't be so focused on the ways of this, on the more frivolous things, the vain things, But it's always good to kind of poke around. I know Wonder Wanda was saying like I'm guilty of binging on TikTok, but no, that's good. See the state of your people. I mean, I don't even know how to look for things on TikTok, so I just watch people, have like a whole bunch of videos on different things. Because I don't even know how to look up stuff. All I see is people playing with like stupid stuff and putting paint on their face and all that type of stuff. I mean, I have a little burner TikTok, but it doesn't. Again, no, I don't know how to search it. I don't know what to do. But it's good to see the state of your people though, so you know how to come at them in the streets and just on one-on-ones. And that's why I like to use that as a tool to see where my people are at. So when I come to Friday, I have some things that I could share that I could relate to. But yeah, let's go to. So that's okay, if you going on the TikTok or whatnot, because it is, unfortunately, our people are very entertaining, even though the entertainment might be a little dysfunctional, But after all, we are the salt of the earth. So even if it's a little too salty, let's see here. Let's go 6, 24 and 6. Oh, let's go up to 4. Let's go up to 4 and just kind of go down.
Kind of one. This is the book of Mark, chapter 24, verse 6. Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right, stop right there. And that's what we see a lot. And now, and in these days, just like how we're doing, there's a lot of people with their own little podcasts now, speaking their own little truth. That's not even really coming with no scriptures. They just speaking their own little doctrine, right? And I see a lot of that going on. Everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. A lot of them are getting their little followers, right? And they're dedicated, subscribers and whatnot. And they got their own little congregation, kind of like they are Christ, right? It could be men or women. And I see that a lot of times, for the good and for the bad, but don't be deceived by people that's coming up on their little podcast talking about, Israel this, Israel that, and talking about, you're not an Israelite and, Esau's not the white man and all this other type of nonsense that you might hear. Give me verse 6.
Verse 6, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And ye that, Salakia, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Con?
See that ye be not troubled for all these things that come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right. So all these things are going to come to pass, right? That's what we got to have an eye out for too, as well, right? So we got to look at the signs of the times to kind of know what time it is. We got to have a feel for it. There's a lot more prophecy to go. Don't fret. This is just the beginning as far as this third world's war. Although it does pop off, as far as I'm concerned, the first and the second World War, the reason why they popped off was a very small matter, but it was a very big matter too. So, but we have a long ways to go, but you can see it in the making. Verse 7.
Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places.
And all these are what?
The beginning of sorrows.
Right, man. All these are the beginnings of the birth pains. All these are beginning of sorrows, and and then we've been living it, right? And how we deal and act with each other is a part of it. Let's go down to verse 10.
Verse 10, and then shall many.
Oh, you know what? No, let's just keep reading. Read all the way through and to 12. What am I talking about?
Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and kill you, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right, so that hasn't happened yet, but you can start to see it. The hatred that they have for Kyrie is just a little ounce of what they're really gonna be about, right? And it said that you should be hated. So first of all, hold on, let me get this straight, because we really got to read, right? So read that last part. Read that last part.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
So it says, ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So how is he coming back to save everybody? Is he coming back to save all the nations? When he said that all the nations were going to hate you because of me, right? So why would he come back to save everybody when everybody hates the people that represent him? That doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense at all, right? So that's another John 3:16 thing, another little script, for John 3:16, and the whole God is love, God loves everybody, Jesus loves everybody. When he's telling you that all the nations are going to hate you because of me. So why would he save all the nations and you? It doesn't make no sense. Verse 10, brother. Oh, you can read down to 12.
So I was just checking if I was still muted. I just unmuted myself.
Oh, okay.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
And that's what we do right now. The men versus the women, the battle of the sexes. at least on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read.
And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right, man. So there's so much wickedness, man. So much wickedness in this world, and you just see, um, our people falling out of love with each other, man. And it's a shame. It's a shame, man. Um, because that's one of the things that for me to be, from I don't want to say me, but just to just to go out and to teach. You have to have a certain type of love for your people. To go out and to be an actual teacher at a school, you have to have some type of love for other people to be able to wake up and to do that, to be a public servant in general. You're going to have some type of love to interact with people, at least for the most part. Um, so for us to go out, um, as a camp, man, to go out and to teach our people, it shows that we do love our people. We do care about the state of our people. And, unfortunately, you know, that's missing, but we need that. We need to show each other love. It's not a weak thing. It's not a weak thing. It's not an effeminate thing. We need to show more compassion and to be more forgiving, because when we get up there to be judged, don't we want the Most High to show us compassion, to love us, to forgive us? Are we going to say, nah, man, you're being weak? Nah, brother. Nah, there's nothing weak about that, man. What's weak is, snuffing the life out, just for stepping on your shoes or looking at you the wrong way, or because you want the brother's car or the brother's chain. That's weak.
Definitely weak.
That's definitely weak. And the weakest thing about it is the brother's going to be probably 16 doing it. They think it's all just a video game or something. It's just wow. Don't make me put on this WGN right now. There's going to be a whole Deuteronomy 28 Central right now. I hadn't even looked at it. I'd be so disappointed. But because I know y'all, I think I brought that out last time with the Kias and the Hyundais and everything. Y'all, man, we got this white man talking about some. We're gonna make a new technology to prevent these types of things from going on. And what got Jake to do that, man? We got the young brothers to go and up and do that, man. Social media. It was a challenge. It was a challenge, man. It was a challenge, man. Well, how about this, man? Let's do another challenge. Let's all celebrate Passover together, right? Or something like that. Let's do a challenge for the Most High, right? If we're so easily swayed, right? Let's challenge ourselves, to fast or to pray or any of these types of things, man. Let's challenge ourselves around the same time during their so-called Christmas to not put the damn tree in the house. Let's try to do that. Yeah. But anyway, but our love being cold, it's also got to do with our morality too. Like we will fall for anything now because we don't care about each other. So we'll fall for anything. We'll accept anything. Enter in the alphabet people, right? Because we have no morals, and just like Issachar Princess said, we're savages, right? Right? We are who we portray ourselves to be, right? So we're just a whole bunch of savages now, right? And we're like that with our friends, with our families, with our partners. We got no rules. We'll be talking to other people behind each other's backs. We got other people lined up. We got, we got a whole roster We just do crazy things where we're deceitful. We're all of these things. And what Timothy teaches us is that we're not going to be able to have those types of qualities, man. We're not going to be able to have those types of qualities to enter in the kingdom of heaven, man. So we got to repent from those types of things. So that's why I want to get the brother James real quick. Can we get James 1 and 21, and I'll go to the chat. I'm just not looking at it right now. But I'll get back to you in just a second. Yeah, let me get James 1 and 21. Yeah, man. But that's all by design, man, to keep us kind of like immoral, keep us dysfunctional, And that's why they bring out these artists and they bring out these movies, and because I know that we're into that. I think we're the number one group of people that watch TV too as well, and they know that. We're the number one people that consume social media, and they know that. That's why they be putting all that dysfunctional stuff up out there, man. It pollutes us.
What was it in Mark? It was James chapter 1, verse what?
21.
I had to figure. This is James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness
Mm-hmm.
and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive the meekness that engraved in it. Shalaki. And receive the meekness of let me start it all over. Shalaki, I don't want.
Con. Go ahead, brother. Take your time.
James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore, lay apart the filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive the meekness, the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
Keep going. Keep reading. 22.
But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only. You see
Right.
yourselves.
Right. So in other words, the brother James is trying to say, man, get rid of all the filthiness and the evilness in your life. We got to be humble enough and not blinded enough by this Babylon to accept the Most High in our lives. And maybe we can cut out some of the toxicity that we see, in our everyday lives. And maybe we, could treat each other a little bit better in our personal lives too. And the most important part is to be a role model, right? Just like I was saying about my family, right? Even if I'm down, when I walk in there, I'm representing the Most High. I'm on my P's and Q's because that's how I left the last time I was there, right? So no matter what condition I'm in, I'm definitely going to be in tip top, right? When I'm around them because they need me to be. Because even though they got on me, they look up to me, right? And now I have a certain level I got to be at, and I think that that's what we got to do too when we out and about in these streets, day in and day out, representing the Most High. Is to kind of let our light shine, and try to keep it shining, and then don't let anybody see the light put out in you, right? So I know that the people that seen you earlier in your life and they seen you change, make sure that they see the best of you every day, even if you're not gonna, even if you're not the best, right? Even if you down, even if you backslid and sinned or did something, just make sure they see the best in you because they're really counting on you, right? Just like how we had said before. And let's get it. James 5 and 20. Whoever turns a sinner from the error of his ways will save his or her soul from death and cover a multitude of sins, right? So you definitely want to represent yourself in the Most High when you're around the people, man, when you're around the Gentiles, when you're around the non-believers, man. So maybe you could change. Well, the Most High is gonna get the increase, but He is working through you though too, right? The Most High is gonna get the increase, but He's working through you. But at the end of the day, it's His will. But just do your part to try to cover your multitude of sins, and just kind of try to do your best every day, right? I know we kind of went all over the place a little bit. You see how it goes, but just want to make sure that we come to you correct. I know that last Friday Shabbat, I had a little situation. Everybody's okay. All praises to the Most High. Salakia, I definitely don't like to miss. It's just that just random things tend to happen. So I do forgive me y'all for that. I will be back next Friday too as well. I know it's like 20 minutes till. Let's go to the chat and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, family. She said, guilty. I've been delving into the TikTok. I know that's right. It's like you light a fire and they. What are you laughing at? Oh, it's funny. God. See, I'm glad I'm a funny guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Passover, man, that changed my whole life, man. That changed my whole life. And my bread went up a little bit, Not so much, but Yo, Alberto, what's going on, brother? Shalom. Right, definitely. That's why I'm, they can't do nothing anyway. But definitely don't want to hear the heathen hear our plans. Oh, it's okay, brother. It's okay, brother. So Salak, I wasn't available last Friday, brother. Zebulon in the house. Y'all funny. Jumping in my truck quickly to meet up. Con. Yeah, with that, that's funny, man, because I hear a lot about that, but it comes in a place of hatred. It's not like we already do that polygamy stuff. It's called side chick type of things and all that type of stuff, right? We call it differently, but it's still the same thing, If you watched the movie Baby Boy, that was a polygamous relationship. Whether Yvette wanted to admit it or not, he was in a polygamous relationship. They just called it something different. So I don't know why we do this knowing, and it's funny because, they be really wanting it. Because if nobody wants you, you ain't going to want somebody. It's just crazy how people be thinking. But anyway, I don't want to make people irritated. Yeah, 2 and 20, Ephesians. Yeah, I had it. But I forgot to put it in the chat. Let's get Ephesians 2 and 20. Yeah, I definitely had that joint. At first I put 4 and 20, but then I lost track. Yeah, man. So when you out trying to look for somebody, this is what's going to be the most important thing, man. So Ephesians 2 and 20, and it reads, now, therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and to the household of the Most High, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and the prophets, and Hamashiach Yahushua himself being the chief cornerstone, right? So, that's what we got to do. And in verse 22, in whom ye also are builded together for a habitation of the Most High through the Spirit. So let's let our relationship be a habitation for the Most High, not for a habitation, right, for Satan. We don't want to do that, man. Because if we root our money, if we build this thing on money and our relationships, whether it be friends, family, whatever, let's root it with the Most High, man. Let's root it together with the Most High. You know, I mean, we're gonna get tempted, you know, but at the same time, we'll be stronger if it's on that foundation with the chief cornerstone, right? The Hamashiach Yahushua. So that's what we should be looking for. So when you look through the little TikToks and the people's lists of what they want in somebody, you should notice that no one's saying this. No one's saying that they want not a good man, right? Because that's kind of cheesy, you know. So because when somebody says like good man or good woman, it's like almost like a pushover type of thing. And I just think that life is real. You're not gonna always be good. I'm not always gonna be nice. Sometimes might be a little mean, right? Sometimes she might not be a little nice. Sometimes she might have a little mean streak. People go through things. We have emotions, right? Same emotions that the Most High got. We're not gonna always catch us on the best day. So but for the most part, having that faith in the Most High is gonna go a long way for all of us, because we don't want to get with somebody that's deceitful, because we're gonna find out at the wrong moment. California, I don't know what that was. California. Wolves in sheep clothing. Said they were Esau. When they said that they were Esau, I blocked them. Oh, snap. And there will be no epidural for the birth pains. That's right. That's definitely right. Oh, you're going to be great. Okay, cool. I think that was with the famine. But yeah, I got to look more into that though. But I'm pretty sure, just to study, show yourself approved, find somebody, whether it be a good friend or whatnot, as long as he's got the Most High in his life, and remember, you got to keep that KJV close next to you, right? And we're gonna be all right. At first, I comment a lot of the algorithm released alive. If it's too much, let me know. Oh no, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I like it. Hey, Shalom, we got 16 eyes on. Shalom, everybody. I know we about to kind of close out a little bit. I'm just reading through the chat. If y'all want to comment on something, if you got something that you got to say or some type of experiences that you got, man, just let me know. I'll be sure to shout you out. Yeah, let's get John 15 and 13. That's a good one, right? Forget some of us are new, we don't know. I'll post that in the chat too as well. Right. John 15 and 13. Greater love hath no man than this, than a man that laid down his life for his friends, right? And I think that's what we got to start to get back into. Because right now we are not doing that. As a people, we are not doing that. We selling that thing out to the highest bidder. We're all about ourselves. We're very selfish. We're not even about the children. We're just about us, and that's it. Forget everybody else. I don't think I don't think that's right, because no other people moves like that. They all move how we used to move in the 40s, in the 30s. We used to move as a unit. I think I watched this one thing on Real Black, and it said how to sell to the Negro. And they were like, you can't just sell to the father, and you can't just sell to the mother. You have to sell to the child as well. They buy as a unit. And that was one of the most powerful things that I had seen in quite some time, And that showed how strong we used to be as a people too. And now we see how far we have come as far as that. Now we're all separated. You know, the father, the mother, and the child. You know, and it's a shame. Shalom, brothers. I have a question concerning this the Sabbath. Also, like I didn't get to your question. I know it's like 10:07 right now. If you do snap, I don't think you're on. If you do, I'll put up the banner. You could send, if you're still on, you could send Brother Abiyashaya a question on alchouston@gmail, and then he'll answer that Saturday Shabbat. It should be around like 11-ish to 12-ish Central Time. And what you could do too is you could subscribe to one of the channels, probably our channel. No, but if you're still available, you could subscribe to one of the channels, and then you'll get the notification that they're live, and then you could, ask them there or ask the brothers there, or you could send it in the Gmail too, and that goes for everybody too, because I know we're about to close out right now. But yeah, so I'm very sorry I didn't get to you, Asha, Dawson, Sister Asha. But shalom for spending some time with us. You could be doing anything on this Friday night, but you kind of chimed in with us, so all praises. May the Most High bless you and keep you forever. Yeah, Khan, and that's what I love about the Most High, man, and that's how he's a so-called black man, because, ain't no one, going to say to his people to congregate and gather and to have a good time, like that, and it's a beautiful thing, man. So make sure y'all do celebrate the new moon and be merry and congregate, just like the brother Vaka Judah was talking about. And remember, man, the new moon, it represents, renewal, right? Because the Most High is a God of second chances, of third chances, and fourth chances. He is the power of grace, the God of grace. He gave Noah grace, you understand, to build that ark in time for the flood. And so he gives us grace, and he gives us chances with his days and his feast days, right? And his new moons. It's always a reminder to kind of to change, to repent, right? To change. Like I could now, from last new moon to this new moon, I could do a lot better. So when I go into this new moon, I'm going to reevaluate what I got going on. I'm going to have a good time, but I'm going to reevaluate what I got going on. And then I'm going to, have my goals leading up to this Passover. And then when Passover comes, same thing. Boom. Feast of Unleavened Bread. Same thing. Boom. First fruits. Same thing. And it keeps on going on. So it's chance after chance after chance to perfect yourself in the Hamashiach, man. To perfect yourself with these law, statutes, and commandments. Because we know that we're going to stumble a little bit. We're going to stumble and we're going to bump a little bit. But, like I said, this isn't a popularity contest, but it's a stamina test, right? It's a marathon, right? So, and that's what we had these feast days for too as well, right? To encourage us. So this new moon should encourage you to be a new person, right? To put away the old man, right? Old woman. And be something new. You could be something new, You can definitely be something new. Don't be scared to be something new. Don't let your friends, don't let your family scare you on being something new, because I just got a brand new shirt from my mama.
Again, another one. All credit to the Most High.
All praises to that. Hold on, man. That's crazy. She just walked downstairs like, man, I got something for you. I was like, what does she got for me? A watch? I really wanted to watch. I ain't gonna lie to you. But no, she gave me that, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be scared to walk in there with fringes sometimes. Till I want, them to look at me and stuff like that, all crazy. But when she did that, shoot, it's open season now. I'm gonna be Fringed out. I'm gonna be fringed out, boy. We're going in there with some purple ones and all types of stuff. Just going crazy. No, but damn man, what's up? Okay, yeah, Asha. Yeah, just if you got okay, yeah, because you're still with us. Yeah, so if you got any questions or whatever, just send them. Just send them to him, and he's got you. And then I'll see you here next Friday too, most high willing. And then if you get anything that you want to say, or you could just do like how Wonder Wanna do, and just drop it in the chat. If you get anything going on, anything, and this goes for everybody. If you get anything going on that's pertaining to the topic, if you get anything that's in your spirit that's not pertaining to the topic, if you guys just let it out, especially when I got my elder here, your Balthazar here, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely chime in, because we here for you, right? Because that's what we're here for, man. We love our people. I'm a servant of the Most High, which means I'm a servant to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. And let's see. Yeah, so all praises to that. Brothers do it every time they go out to speak to our people. That's right. Calm. What a blessing. Yay. All praises to the Most. I love that shirt, man. I don't even think I want to wear it. I don't think I'm going to frame it. Yeah, praise to the Most High, man. Back to my reading. Shalom. Yo, man. Shalom, man. May the Most High bless you, man, and keep you forever and ever. Amen. You understand? Yeah, con. Now, if y'all get anything pressing, because we all a family, man. We always talk about that, and we actually is. So if y'all get anything pressing that's not too personal, I know I get personal on this thing. So, you can just read back and you can be like, oh, I actually know this, Brother Brock. But if you got anything, man, you need to get out, man. You could definitely repent, man. Repent on the platform, in the eyes of two or three, man. Yahweh Shai is amongst us, and we got more than that. So if you need any type of prayer or anything, if you got Edomites on you, if you got anything going on, financial woes or whatnot, man, we got you, man. We just stick together as a family. We pray together, man. We stay together. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. All right. Just because we ain't here with each other don't mean we all right here in the spirit together with each other. You understand me? Because we're more than just a physical people, man. We're a spiritual people. Understand that. And don't ever forget that. Brother Ariel, you got anything you want to say, King?
Nah, I don't want.
Okay, come. Fabulous job reading, brother. Thank you for the precepts. I definitely appreciate you for being on. And I will see y'all next Shabbat, next Friday night Shabbat. I pretty promise. I dare you to go until 11:30. I mean, I ran out. I kind of ran out of things to talk about. I kind of ran out. I don't want to keep, stuttering, all that type of stuff. I'll be stuttering now. But
she tried to have some brothers fall asleep upon the mother last train.
Yeah. No, it's all love, though. It's all love. It's all love. I know she got your Balthazar last time with that, and he went over. We definitely did. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot. I don't want to go on a tangent. A lot going on. I mean, I just as far as me being a watchman for our people, I just, I see our people in the state that they're in, man, and I kind of sit there and I'm like, damn, man, we got to do better. That's why I kind of brought out the class today, because I know that a lot of our people are rooted in this money thing, and that's not where it is. It's not where it's at. We're more than money, right? We're rich, like I said, rich people, they got problems, but it ain't money. But then when we're poor, You don't got no problems but money. So it's like, which one do you want to have, right? Because it might be a bigger problem. But anyway, um, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. I know people are dropping out. I'll let y'all slide in. Hey, no, we'll be reloaded. I know your Baltazar is gonna go in. I know he has some things to take care of, so we definitely make it a 2:30, 2-hour 30-minute class. And then I hope to see y'all all next week too. I'm gonna try not to break these things up. I know we've been going for like off and on, so that's my apologies. I don't like to do that to y'all. I definitely like the participation too as well. And thank all of y'all for joining us, man. All of y'all beautiful people. And I will see you on the next one, man. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a happy new moon. And I'll see y'all. Okay?